Oh man. NRG
มาครับแมป2ครับ
calling go beyond it as well. If they are to take the whole series,
แมป2เลยครับผม
we have a potential map 3 as well if they take this one. Again, the pistols haven't been too great. We're always going to note that. But another thing that I do want to point out is the fact that this Vice Cop is a very fascinating one, especially with how Killua is able to use a lot of his thorns and a lot of that wall placement. He had a whopping 24 kills the last time that they played this against Sentinels, taking the win 13-10. So looking to repeat that against NRG now, starting things out on defense. Killua, 2 other players on towards A.
There we go.
มาแชท
For yet another pistol round. Haunt out, quick clear. Prowler at the ready, and Verno. Just go ahead and get a spot.
โอ้ยเฮียเปิดมาโดนดิ้งเฮียวะโน่
Chipped away at and finished off. Just pressuring out this fade. Everybody else from NRG in the meanwhile. Slow creeping their way up through mid, through Art. Now here to the site. Face Clue still coming away with 1 before falling, but there is the trade
อุ้ย
back.
กระดุม
Equalizing the player count. Kadoom able to spot out one, just trying to nail these shots here on Amatasa.
นะใช่
Pushing forward, plays distract, eats some damage, but ensures that they find the kill. Finesse now, far forward, spot.
เซฟิลอนคมมากไอ้เหี้ย
Brings it back into a 2v2 with
แชทอย่าลืมนะครับ แทงเปิดโพลนะ ลงแต้มก็ได้นะ
Forward here, in secret, the timing though, some a bit bailed out, perhaps. But still, the HP bars continue to get worse, and now they're all stacked up here in the secret. The swing comes in. And Laz will find the final shot.
MITS บ
2-1 in
ตัวคุณ
pistols.
บ
As that is going to be
One
made
first
in
map,
Thailand,
mid-ball.
kicking off Pearl with a round win.
Trying to stay on top of it all. I mean, what an interesting
ดู
setup.
สดได้
being
เนี่ย
able to
มี
push
ลิ
out
งก์
A
ปัก
main
อยู่นะ
on
เว้น
the defense.
บนแชทเลยครับผม
Not only that, the unlikely angle for Kadoom to hold towards the little corner outside of main as well. Unfortunately, he falls, but does buy a little bit of time for the rest of the team to rotate over, and taking that kill out of Finesse
อ้าว
was just really what cemented that final
เทคพอร์ต
final
โอ้
win.
เทคพอร์ตเยอะจังอะ
If Finesse
เทค
had
พอร์ต
gotten
เยอะ
the
เกิน
kill,
พี่
would have
นะ
been
ครับ
different because he
พี่
had
ครับ
the off angle, but down to the pistols, when you're that close, you never quite know what's going to happen. So, slight tech pause here. We're being told that it's going to be Mata having some slight peripheral issues. So, a little bit of a chat while the team sorts that out.
So we'll just change out the ends of the earbuds here. See if that's going to be a good enough fix.
Hopefully. Because sometimes, it's just the size of it, wanting to keep it in your ears so that you're able to hear everything. But in-ear monitors, if you're not too familiar with them, especially with all the different brands,
เฮ้ยไม่ตั้ง
different attachments. What?
I don't know what Queen Munghail means.
I have no clue.
แล้วเขาจะแข่งที่เกาหลีบ่อยเกินจนกูอยากอ่านเกาหลีออกแล้วอะ
All right. In the meantime, I'm just impressed that was like 3 signs together. There's another one in the crowd somewhere that says NRG win on like 6 individual signs.
Ah. I guess Himang
มี2-0ไหมเหรอ
the verb for to hope. So I think you're the sign is saying we're hoping for a made in Thailand win.
ถ้า2-0นี่เท่เลยนะเว้ย
CGRS fans, there are definitely quite a number of those out here. And maybe after this tournament as well, more Kadoom, Killua, Laz, Sephiroth fans. We shall see now. Back into the next round, the buys up. Outlaw, 2 Guardians. A lot more space towards the A site though, so trying to play the long range.
ถ้าเราไม่แข่งวันไหนครับปีหน้าครับปีหน้า
Those weapons, NRG
เต็มจอมีลิงก์ปักอยู่นะผมลิงก์ปักอยู่บนแชทนะ
But nobody's noted, right? So they're expecting some kind of setup on the site. The angles are going to have to be so careful.
Kadoom starting to creep forward once again here.
What?
Ethan should have seen it on that peak. Now Kadoom having to be worried about somebody else playing up close, as well as getting out of this potentially dangerous spot. But there you go, 1 shot going across. Mata going to be taken down. Sephiroth in the meantime set up here with the judge. Fish getting ready to come through. Footsteps going to be heard. Does get tagged there by the 0 point. Now it's going to be a cut back across past Sewer, back into Link.
Let's see if Laz reads this. Don't think he's getting the read on the movement thus far. It's only CGRS.
เอ็นอาร์จีดูงงจัดเลยวะกูบอกเลย
Rotation across, but it's connector, right? So you're still able to go back in through A stairs.
You still have Sephiroth just around this corner with the judge. No approach here from main to try to turn his sights away from this. 18 seconds remaining, and there you go. 2 players going to be cut in half. Make it the third. Swaps over to the Ghost, looking for
What
Bruno.
the
Won't be able to find
fuck?
it. Bruno will put him down.
น่าจะที่ไหนเกาหลีครับ
The time is gone.
Wait.
On over the top.
อ้าวเฮ้ย ดู
Doom just decides to try his luck with a wall bang shot.
คิดว่า2-0ไหม
He
ครับ
will be rewarded
2-0 ครับ
with the kill. 2-0 start.
เอ้ยมิดเล่นเพอโหดมากนะ
All the weapons carried over.
มิดเพอคือโกเอ้ยเล่นดีอ่ะเอลวันไหนเอา2 วันที่แล้ว
As
ปะ
you
ที่เราดู
mentioned,
อ่ะ
the camera, I think that was mainly
Well,
the
it
key
looks
factor in this
clean.
round, just being able to note all those movements. That judge as well from Sephiroth. Thanks to that, I mean, Laz is able to comfortably rotate on over while the rest of the team just marches down the A site. Well played by Made in Thailand with their setup as
สู้
they
เป็นของ
carry
เกาหลี
those
ครับ
guns forward into the
ทุก
next.
อย่าง
There's 3 Guardians now.
คือของเกาหลีครับ
The judge still back in Sephiroth's hands, marking down
Fuse.
mid doors.
เขาซื้อไปหมดแล้วครับ
NRG will be hopping over to the other side of the map. CGRS notes the smokes and spams through, doesn't see anything. NRG could march up, but that's also where, again, this Vise is just so on top. Killua now onto towards the B side. He's got thorns all across.
Oh, shot does hit. No tag down. There's a Bosch now. Up past that smoke, just looking to hold people here in place. There's no flank coming through, no danger from behind here for NRG. So they are safe to go ahead and start rotating out. Doom having just rotated into position at B tower, but now, see where they end up. Do they just split back in to try to rejoin with Sam, who's still lingering?
ไม่คือบอกว่าซูเป็นของเกาหลีเลยไม่ใช่การลงทุนนะมันเป็นของเกาหลีอ่ะ
Do they go elsewhere? Because that judge still around the corner at the door.
ไม่ซื้อด้วยนะหมายถึงว่า
As well, so they know
เป็นของเขาอยู่แล้วครับซู
I mean, if
มันก็
Sam
คือ
finds
แอฟริกา
something, then potentially the rotation,
เขาแค่เปลี่ยนชื่อเอง
trying to make a little bit more noise towards A at the very
แอป
least.
ปานั้นต้องอยู่ราว2023แม่งน่าได้มากกว่าที่3ในแชมเปี้ยนตอนนั้น
Sephiroth runs away from it, so they hear those footsteps.
ช่วงบินยังน้อยอยู่เลยก็แต่ว่าไอ้เหี้ย แอปปาไม่ของจริง
The rotation
อันนั้นมันของจริงๆ
It
ไอ้
is
เหี้ย
here, but again, getting in
รอดู
position
ปี
with that
นี้เลย
judge,
เอ้ย
looking for the kill. Intercepts
เสี
the
ยงได้
kill, and they managed to find the shutdown there on the
โอ้
push.
ไม่เหลืออีกนั้นหนึ่งหรอเมื่อกี้
Swaps out, will not be able to find any damage. Push forward, Ethan tucked into the corner of the plant now coming through. Able to safely run across as Kahlua desperately hunts for a headshot but can't quite find it. Doom taking down Ethan with 1. And advantage now here in the hands of NRG. Last to push forward, looking for finesse. Backs off the angle. No, actually, Kahlua and Laz, they team up together, they find finesse, they find
No
Ethan.
way.
Now suddenly,
Bro,
this is a
if
winnable
NRG
position
lose
here
this,
for
oh
side
my
made in
God.
Thailand. Bruno tucked away, the slow creep forward. Finds a headshot.
Oh,
There's the lineup. Sam will get the collat. 3 weapons going to be lost here by NRG as they stop the bonus conversion.
Yeah, really close. Those Guardian kills came out of nowhere, but still, thanks to the spike being down, Sam was then able to hold inside of halls for the longest time, keeping his position disguised and then being able to spring out at the right time for that lined up shot. Perfect and square on. I mean, unfortunately, the judge was not able to collect on even more kills, but it did buy some time for Made in Thailand to rotate on over. But that said, I mean, NRG, that's it's a map where they're actually doing a pretty good job of working around the map, right? Taking their time, leaving Sam in, and back into their B link. Next round, trying to do the same thing. Early B long presence. CGRS spams, but has to fall back thanks to the smokes. He's banking on a lot of the Vise utility on the site.
Okay, wall bang through, clears. That's 0 point.
Whoa!
What is that from Kadoom? Rolls the dice.
What
He
the
wins the jackpot!
fuck กระดุม
And boom goes the dynamite. Oh my god. Just through the smoke too. You don't expect that any other day of the week. That could have very well been the round. Now you're thinking about possibly rotating over, but Sephiroth on the other side. You have to take so much time to check and clear Verno, maybe the Prowler through.
Talk about not being able to catch a break. Good God. I mean, granted, did kind of get one in the previous round with the collector from Sam, but this is something else. This is going to fake the exit a bit. As Haunt will go out and he'll swing up back on that one now. Doesn't quite cleared fast enough, but they've been held in position. 25 seconds now remaining. And ultimately, with the alarm bot set up there, this is just going to be a save from NRG.
เซฟ
Has to.
ไม่เคยเข้าหรือยังนะยังครับ
If they had the kill, then maybe.
ซุปไม่มีมอสอะไม่มีครับ
But unfortunately not. Sephiroth did his job. That recall playing around the fakes, baiting out the Haunt as well. And he's pushing up. Looking for Som, but Som will take him down instead. So NRG at least a gun for their troubles, robbed away from Made in Thailand. But that is just unlucky as heck, but also super fortunate for the side of Made in Thailand.
I mean, just game sense there from Kadum. Instead rolls the dice and just happens to get it to the right place, right time. I
กู
mean,
บลาย
he's
กู
already
ส
on
โม
the
กไอ้
line.
เหี้ย
Either way, it's
Insane.
favors the bold. He sticks around, eats the flash.
God.
Peaks now.
Now one away from the Blade Storm too.
Oh.
Up this time in towards mid. Couple of spams. Well, just one rifle spam. So he will check. Holds back the angle.
Major point at the ready. He's across the way, does not connect onto Kadum. Slow creep ups continuing. Prowler will hunt and he'll go ahead and clear that out. So off now being alerted, backs off.
JJaz relays in as well. But NRG are thinking about other things, setting up for the A split in towards Art. It's Sephiroth once again with the judge. You also have a
Sephiroth
trick
มุม
here
ดี
as
มุ
well,
ม
so
เดิม
it buys a little bit
อื
of
ดตัน
time
อยู่
and JJaz can come
ยังไง
back to support.
ยิงครับปุ๊บเปิดสโมกปุ๊บยังไงปังปังปัง
Over the top, Judge. He'll inflict some damage there onto Verno after getting the kill.
Hey.
JJaz is fast on the chase. He's
Ooh.
one gunning, puts Verno down to 8 HP, but he cannot confirm the kill. Now the Nightfall is available.
Spike planted.
Might just have to use it. It's going to be a big back off here. Verno gets himself situated over in main. Last trying to go for the reset, unable to find more, but Kahlua now arriving, takes down Finesse.
วินเดอร์โบวินเดอร์โบวินเดอร์โบ
2v2. Ethan
โอ้ยแม่งโลทั้งสอง
spotted,
คน
chipped
เลย
away at.
Enemy
โลโลโล
The headshot found, and Verno now last man
นัดเดียวนัด
standing.
เดียวนัดเดียว
Has to be all headshots all day long. Seas gets the grab. He's forced back off.
นัด
the
เดียว
ground.
กิโลวะนัดเดียว
One bullet left. Swap over onto the classic, and the fuse just gets held. Off-retained lead stretched. Mith now up 4-1.
Just again, no break found. I thought they got the site. Sephiroth did
Hey,
such a good job
NRG
being able to
มันไหว
hold
ปะ
down
วะ
the ground. CJS, a little bit of
NRG
risky
มันไหว
play,
ปะวะ
unfortunately not being able to find the return on investment. But it, again, just buys attention and time away. Thanks to that, I mean, what a peek out from the rest of the team. All the way inside a secret, Killua being able to decisively, precisely pick apart the team as they try to look for those post-plant positions. NRG just
เอ็นอาร์จีทำเอาแล้วครับ
needing
เอ็นอาร์จี
to
ทำเอาครับ
hang
กลัว
back
แล้ว
a
ครับ
little
กลัว
bit
แล้วครับ
more in some of these
อ้า
post-plants.
อย่าผมนะ
But
พี่
it's
ไม่ไหว
just
แล้
so
ว
unfortunate because they're definitely looking for further objectives, just not quite
งง
being
ง
able
ง
to
งง
afford
หลัง
them.
งงหลังงงเลยไอ้เฮียตอนเนี้ย
4-1 scoreline now.
เหี้ยแต่มันโหด
Definitely
จังวะ
forcing
เหี้ย
the timeout for Coach Bonkar.
Well, 4-1. Still a decent enough position for NRG to try to run this back. But right now, it just feels like they're getting outgunned, outthought, outclutched, outlucked.
Yeah, oh god, that op shot. So, as we head into the next round now, adjustments from NRG, they're still definitely looking to solve this op problem that they might have because Kadum has been swapping all across the map so far. Earlier on was that B with a collateral shot, back into mid off of that. This time, who knows? So they're gonna have to use quite a bit of utility and positioning to try to work their way around it. It's gonna be the Haunt, but it doesn't spot much, so Art
Like a
is
pacey
clear.
hit here. Sephiroth.
What?
Sights over towards Art. The dash
โอ้โหกระดุม
forward.
น้ำมือเมื่อกี้ยิงโดนนะ
It's going to be slowed up as the thorns get popped. No command still rolling, but NRG now sitting still. Nightfall at the ready. Goes across. Sephiroth does not get caught by that, I believe. Never mind.
โอ้ย
He's going to be deafened out here. Goes for the concuss. Grab well. They try to pull them off the angle. Som for the moment. walled out in towards main.
โอ้ยมารีว่าว
Rush from CGRS ends up whiffing. Goes into the dugout, forces Sephiroth away. Mada's able to find Kahlua. There's unfortunate events here for the side of Mith.
เฮ้ย
Spamming back through the wall, trying to get rid of bottom, and he's still relatively healthy now. Has taken down last. Dr. Divine actually going to be committed to here.
เฮ้ยคอนไม่ใครอ่ะ
Shorting
อ๋อ
in the hands.
ไอ้ซอมเหรอ
Up into the smoke. Doom trying desperately to fish with a knife, but
ไม่ใช่
it's going to be a
I'll put
flawless
that, I'll
here
put-
from NRG despite the chaos. Everybody stays alive.
Hey, NRG
They will be
up,
able to get their
up,
second
up.
round win.
And the one difference is, you mentioned it, trying to go for a faster paced hit. And thanks to
Wait.
that, just being able to offset the operator of Kadum.
เว้ยแล้วเซฟิรอส
Because
เอา
he
เหรอ
was being rushed. With that, a little bit more pressure and adrenaline, he has to back off. We're not quite able to land the upwards flick on towards
Ooh.
Mada. And that was all the difference. Being able to take down the site,
Ugh,
being able
wah.
to hold the post plants and the cosmic divide as well. It's just
ไอ้ซอมมี
unfortunate for
สี่
Mith
ลูกมันไม่ได้ยิง
because,
สี่ตัวซะหน่อยวะ
even
เมื่อกี้
with some of the lineups not quite hitting,
เซฟิรอสเอา
being able, they're not
ไม่
able to
เมื่อ
get
กี้
further
คือคิดว่า
space.
บอม
So
มัน
next
แทน
round
ใกล้
goes
อะ
through now. We go back to a bit of a default from NRG, just trying to hold
แต่
for now.
นาจีมันอ่านไปแล้วอะ
CGRS just the sheriff in hand. Sephiroth back
หรือว่า
to
แอ
the
ตตา
judge.
เมียนติเล่นโพสต์แบบ
Post it up
ถอยออกมา
just on the inside of Art.
อันลัคกี้เหมือน
Mada peeking in towards A main, but no one here from Mith looking to play that side of the map.
Because the alt orb was picked up outside of A main as well, so a little bit of the A positions are being noted. But that is where NRG are thinking. More rotations towards A, we can strike B link. Blocked off by the Mosh though. So back into A, but this is the judge.
Inferno
Wait.
tries to jump the gap, but enough has been seen. Sephiroth now clearing it
โด
out,
ดหรอโดดหรอ
repositioning,
โดดหรอ
resetting the smoke. Should read that he's in here.
เฮียอะไรเนี่ยซิฟิรอสเล่นโคตรเหลี่ยมเลย โอ้ my god this guy
Gets
มัน
out
โซ
scot
กูด
free. Dizzy up over the top, finding a blind, but nothing to play off the back of that. In the meantime, double push up coming through it long. Mada
2-0 จบเลยครับ
to have a little bit of more consistent entry power.
มีลิง
here.
ก์แปะอยู่ด้านบนนะครับ
Spots
ไป
one
กดได้นะ
back
exit
sight. Doom goes for a reposition. Backman out, Som able to
ใช้ใคร
find
มาใหม่
one.
ฝากกดไลค์ฝากกดติดตามเลยนะ
Art
โห
will be
ไม่โหล
able
เหร
to
อ
take
โหล
down Sephiroth, but Finesse also eats quite a bit of damage. 37 health remaining, with just 10 seconds left on the clock. Kadoom eating damage. The spray from Ethan, able to find the kill. The plant now going to be coming through as Kahlua
สวย
finds a headshot. Swings up
โอ้ย
the gets another.
เฮ้ยมีแฟลชมีอันติ เอาไง
Vandal V
Oh, the
Phantom
below.
HP advantage.
Hey!
He's just going to be sending the ult. No command down, and Ethan! White swings out, challenges in the fight before he loses his gun. And he shuts it down. That is a monstrous round victory for NRG.
Because it does take a little bit of time before that Steel Garden really hits, right? So the wide swing, not something that Killua expected. Ethan with the heroics to clutch onto the round. But also, I mean, Mith trying to put up those roadblocks. A lovely, lovely star up on top of Art from Sephiroth.
That one's going to hurt.
So, yeah, I mean, it's also NRG now.
ทำไมจอเป็นอย่างนี้ครับ มันติดลิขสิทธิ์ครับผม มันดูได้แค่แบบนี้ครับ ดูแบบปกติไม่ได้
Killua being on that spot. This time though,
ค่า
the
โปรย
Kami
โฆษณา
not
ตัวนี้
on the mid
ไม่
side.
มีค่า
It's gonna
ฮะ
be NRG
มีด้วยเหรอ
trying to avoid A as much as possible.
Up still here. Cash starting to really stack up for NRG.
ใครนำครับ
Push
มิ
out
ดครับผ
into
ม
A main from mid in Thailand though. So again, a lot of information now being gathered. And this should be Laz trying to prepare for any potential hits. He's only got the Sheriff, so just looking for some kind of a shot. You also got to watch out for B-Link.
Kahlua, though, in a great spot. Catches Finesse. Sleep outside of doors, but Inferno
โอ้โห
pushing back,
โด
breaks
ซิ
down
ฟิ
that
รอส
flank. That's one of the rifles now out of the equation here for Mith. Still a long linger from Som. As the approach onto the A side gets ready to begin, Mada able to find one. Kadoom take it down. Spray from CGRS. Comes up with two.
God,
First two
what?
kills now on the board. Thrash on the hunt, chasing forward, racing, looking for any kind of target. Dives in, but will not actually note Som. Position of his Astra still a relative unknown. Inferno
โอ้โว้ว
has
โว้ว
another
เว้ยหนอ
Inferno
โว้ว
round.
โว้ว
4K
เชิล
for
เชิ
4
ล
rounds. We're tied up.
Once again, NRG, individual players with the frags to close out the rounds, making it so close. Made in Thailand, thanks to the push out, we're able to find a couple of players from the back, but instantly dealt with. Numbers advantage and firepower as well, being able to fight back, but NRG now you're also
เนี่ยมีลิงก์ไปอยู่บนแชทนะผมแชทไปกดกันได้นะครับไปกดกันได้นะ
There's an opportunity
มีลิงก์
for
ไปอยู่นะครับ
Thailand to come up with some kind of a lead with a full buy on the next round, hence the timeout.
ตรงไหนอ่ะมีแคปไปป้าอยากเห็นอ่ะ
3 rounds consecutively here for NRG.
อันไหนอ่ะ
They're on timeout. Mith going to be hoping for a bit of that same magic.
Yeah.
We saw what happened yesterday with NRG starting to really get the gears turning, get the balls rolling.
ถ้าเราไม่น่าแพ้เลยเหรอชิวเจอกัน
Of course.
ปีหน้า
Still here in the iPad meta in
บอก
the
เลย
crowd.
ชิว
Showing off the Cove moment.
พี่วิสวัสดีครับ
Yeah. NRG definitely has the potential to
สบายดีไหม
round to complete their revenge run. Again, though, timeout. So made in Thailand, they had the op from before, now it's gone. They had A setups as well. You think to
ไม่
swap
เกิดอะไร
on
ขึ้น
to the B site because NRG has been
เพิ่ง
doing
สอบมา
a
สอบได้ไหม
good job of
ชิวๆ
working
เลย
around
สอบ
the
ให้
map.
เดา
Need that back.
So just a couple of players from made in Thailand. CGRS as well as Laz on towards the B site, spotting for information. It's all getting smoked off early on. These spams coming out. Doesn't find anything.
Also doesn't dissuade too much. Big push up continuing here for NRG. All 5 players now at
Laz,
B
You
long.
should run.
Laz's
Lockdown.
camera spotted.
Gets used tripwire. Goes out. A little bit of damage going to be taken.
เฮ้ย
here.
เฮ้ยเฮ้ยเฮ้ย
There's the reveal, but
เอเน
it's
จี
not
มัน
quite
มัน
with
หล่อน
it, but
ปะวะ
Laz is.
เฮียเอเนจี
Finds
อ่ะ
the headshot.
เพิ่ง
Monica
ปัก
going to
มัน
be
ตี
eliminated.
เพิ่งปักมึงเข้าแล้วอ่ะ
As now the plant will come through. Mosh
Spike planted.
bested. They're at the feet of Finesse. Just a bit of damage, and now a cosmic divide off the back from Som. Make this as difficult to break through as humanly possible. CGRS sending out the dizzy quick clear here from Ethan. Back pedals.
โอ้
Drags his crosshair around and just managing to
อ
find
ย่า
a
เอ้
kill.
ย
Sephiroth fighting back. Finesse going to be taken down 2v2 here. Their own cosmic divide once again online. Going to be committed to. Cuts off access from Halls. But it's all down
Shit.
to Som with that
Last
shot.
player standing.
มันมีดาวปะวะ
Keeps it in a 1v1. Pulls back the star setup. Ready to pull him out into the open. Sephiroth swinging. The
Oh
Som
shit ซอม
is dead on.
ชิล
NRG now takes
Chill,
the lead
bro.
for the first time here on Pearl.
And the heroes on the side of NRG. Earlier on, we saw a little bit from Ethan, then Verno. Now it's Som. He's back into it. So quick to set up these stars. I mean, you had the Cosmic Divide, and that was already such a huge obstacle. Made in Thailand tries to deal with that with some of the flashes that they have. The Dizzy coming out from CGRS. But then Som instantly places up
Clean,
another
clean,
smoke
clean,
just
clean
right
flick
around the side of Halls. And that just buys enough time and space for the rest of his teammates. And along in with those op shots at the very end as well. Beautiful. Next round coming through. NRG keeps Made in Thailand on their toes, back in towards the A side with the op again. Mata leading the charge.
Trying to clear those shots coming through, forcing Kahlua away. It's a similar round here from NRG. All 5 players piled up on one side of the map. No one trying to play for these flanks. No one trying to put some pressure out, sell some fake information. Looks like they just want to try to wait this out a little bit, learn as much as they can, and then go full steam ahead into the site.
Full steam ahead has worked out before. And they have the off course to back as well, so that's just additional support.
ทันไหมครับทันครับ
Being able to bait out the utility early on, then potentially
เป็นปืน
cut
ที่เพื่อน
noise to
มา
readdress. It could work out.
ไอ้เฮียเขาอยู่ A4 ตัวเองมึงจะตี A เหรอวะ
But
NRG
starting to rotate a little bit. CGRS in a pivotal spot.
Another null command here from Ethan.
Oh.
Building these up in quick succession. Sephiroth
เซฟิลอสเซฟิลอส
this smoke
Ow.
waiting, but Finesse comes in, barrel stuffs him with that mantle. Doom, however, able to fight back for 2. And now the trade up starting to come in.
ทำได้ไงอ่ะ
Kahlua pressured out and dug out.
Oh.
Down low, 15 HP remaining, but he finds the headshot. Inverno now clearly losing
ไอ้ที่นี่ไม่รู้เรื่องว่า2ตัวในไซส์เหรอ
information during the storming of the site, not aware that both players were playing forward. 10 seconds remaining, the spike
10 seconds left.
right in
Bang.
their sights. Makes the noise, the swing out comes through. Kahlua stays
ด้วยช่องไหน
alive.
ครับมีปักลิงก์อยู่
Keeps
นะเว้ย
us tied at 5-5.
It's made in Thailand. The fragging capabilities of the team although the execute would have been a sound strategy, as soon as they dived in, some of the players being able to hold their positions towards the back of the site, Kadoom especially, I think, alongside possibly CGRS, just being able to take down the first couple of players trying to push through. Even though Sephiroth, dies early on, the rest of the team being able to capitalize off of those initial deaths, it's just so important, so impactful at slowing down NRG. So execute's clearly not quite enough to deal with it made in Thailand. They start to try to work around the map a little bit more.
Looking for a timing shot off the turret contact. No one there to peek.
I must wait a moment.
Finesse watching.
Here. No more
Over at
charges
A main.
left.
Alarm bot there to alert.
Here.
Should have pushed from behind come through. Laz peeking out, spotting each other here.
Here.
Z and Ethan. Quite a bit of damage across. Ethan not going to be able to escape. Spike gets dropped, immediately picked up. It's a ton of information handed now over to the side of Mith, especially with the depth invested.
Oh, it's another round with Sephiroth's holding A main.
He's going to try to get the setup here. Pop flash. Or rather the cove. Trying to make him think that the box is not going to be occupied, and as he swings out, does manage to find Finesse. Now just 2 players left standing
เซฟมันน่ะ
versus 5. And surely this is going to have to be a save.
Surely. Next round is going to be round 12, and you're going to want to have as much as possible for it. Team's economy not looking too great either, so if they stay alive,
คุณจิตดาวเนี่ยครั
be
บ
able to buy some pistols or something for the rest of the team.
Seems like Kalua continuing to inch forward, but will just back away. Players should be left to their own devices as long as they stay put. 6-5. Mith going to be gaining the lead. Potential for yet another 6-6 half. Otherwise, Mith may be able to set themselves up 7-5.
มิดน
Lua with his ultimate. A couple others still a ways away though.
ำเครื่องหมายตกใจ PC ใช้ได้นะครับ
Good chance for Mith to
มัน
come
มี
with
บ
a
อท
strong
บอกสเปคอยู่
lead in this first half. I mean, it's just a round where they find the first pick. CGRS, whatever happened on the B
เฮ้ยเฮ้ย
side,
เฮ้ย
just beautiful in how their master plan actually acts out. Sephiroth being so effective in holding down this A main area, but at the same time for the rest of the team to note the rotations over to check
ไอ
out
เชนนั่ง
top
ยิ้ม
main.
เลย
Last potential round now.
ต้องแบบ
Because
ต้องแบบมันจะ
economy's
นอน
not
ด้วย
too
ไอเช
great.
นอะ
It's just the Guardians, some rifles, light shields. The op again for Kadoom. Sephiroth looking to
ตามนี้เลยครับไม่ได้เปลี่ยนอะไรเลยครับ
Wire going to be cleared out.
We go on.
Box sent to delay.
แมปแรกใครได้มิดครับผม
DRS just cycling the zoo
ก็
here to
2-1
try to
มา
keep them
2-0 ไป
from pushing up into Link. Sephiroth changing up the angle. Som on the opposite
นภาพ
side.
บอกไวชิว
Mark
อ่ะ
spotted.
Go to target concealment.
Stars pop.
Bring them down.
We'll just be dancing around here. Ultimately, Sephiroth pulls back towards main. Now, still sticking around the swing out. Som able to go ahead and get the catch.
มันระแวงสวิลล์แล้วอะ
a little bit too far off, and Som being able to tactically use his movement to inch forward along with the smokes from Sephiroth. So that Astra comes out on top this
ขอพี่จะ
time.
ไปโดนแรงมานะพี่จะไปผ่าตัดมาครับ
Earlier on mid,
Ờ,
we're noting
I'll
NRG's
ไขมันออกครับ
options and trying to block out mid, but
ป้อนไข
now
มัน
off that one kill, being able to pull the rotations across,
Slow walking back.
transiting into B.
ให้ดู
Yes.
เต็มจอไม่ได้ เพราะว่าลิข
It's
สิทธิ์ครับผม
unusable and a tripwire. All that they have here on the site, but it looks like Mith
Hindi
getting the
lang.
read here in the last 30 seconds. The haunt going to be cleared out. NRG now knowing that there is some presence here.
Buys ult.
Kadoom tries to get on a position with that ult, and yep,
เบรกไว้
will
20
be
วิ
coming through.
โอ้
Kadoom peeks out.
โห
Som
เบรก
going to
โค
be
ตร
taken
ดี
down. Mara
โอ้
gone.
โห
CGRS
หมดแผง
finally
อะ
leads
สัต
them
ว์
now.
หมดแผง
All just
จัด
down to Burno.
หมดแผงจัด
Who will get clipped. 7-5, main in Thailand out, but 2-round lead at the half.
Switching
เฮ้ย
Back to
เอ
the
นจีเว้ย
I can't believe it. So maybe
GG.
Thailand made the read off of the rotation, and Killua actually uses the ultimate, not for its effect, but to hold them at bay. And because it was down to like 20 seconds, NRG felt the pressure to need to push up, but then they were held off, so they had to kind of hold around the side, and they were confused. And that's when Kadoom struck with the op, not expecting it. NRG completely fell by the wayside. 7-5 at the end of the first half, just at a round where it looked like they were almost able to win it. Unbelievable.
ไม่ไหวไม่ไหว
Not insurmountable. here for NRG. Absolutely capable of running this back as they get ready to swap over onto that defending side.
Oh man, what?
But again, we have to now turn our sights over to this
Yes.
pistol win rate.
I was just about to like, you know, I don't want to say it, but it's true. It all starts with the pistol, and NRG's pistol track record so far in SCL 2024.
เดี๋ยวดูกันไอ้สัตว์
been
เดี๋ยวดูกัน
great
น้องนะครับ
because it just doesn't quite work out. They even had
มันไม่ได้
a
เปิด
pretty
ดูเต็มนะครับ
successful
ใช่
start to
ค
the
รับ
pistol in the previous one, on the first round of this map. But unfortunately, just with the off angles being held and Made in
คือต่างกัน
Thailand
ไม่
being
เยอะ
able
นะเนี่ย
to take down finesse, which is so quick. Crucial positions and how they're able to rotate over Made
มี
in
ลิงก์
Thailand
ครับ
again,
ลิงก์
still
จัดแปะไว้ด้านบนนะครับ
consistent
ผม
with how
บน
they're
ขวา
able to
นะ
pick
ครับ
up the
บนแชท
frags.
นะ
Killua and
แชท
Sephiroth
บนแชท
now
มันมีลิงก์อยู่นะครับผม
leading the kill score. Killua especially though, I mean, being the anchor around some of these sites, being able to hold these positions and angles, he's been so effective. So now Made in Thailand onto the attack. A bit of a split push, and also just 3 players towards B trying to suss things out with a
Very
0
nice.
point from Ethan.
พูดอะไรหน้า
Good lob.
And by the time they hear it coming, it's already too late.
Need
Brown.
that back.
It's just a quick little
เยอะ
shot
เยอะเยอะ
flying out off the corner.
But it's okay, just a little bit of time burnt as they march forward now. Ethan jump peeks and spots it out, so rotations from NRG slowly starting to move across. But that's when
Yeah,
rotation from Made in
yeah.
Thailand again come through. That's what they did on Haven, just working around the rotations on the map so much. NRG.
CGRS.
ใช่ครับมันมีลิขสิทธิ์ครับ
The door. Oh, look at the spot
โอ้
now.
มาดะ
But
เบา
a headshot. Tailwind's back to safety immediately.
ๆมีประการปวดด้วย
Good way noting a lot of the rotations from before now, so adjustments coming through from NRG. Still staying tucked in on the A site. Som, finesse.
30 seconds
Dizzy over the
left.
top, not going to be noting. Som there at dugout. Lua pushing forward, eats quite a bit of damage. Som now makes his presence known. Instant one tap, Laz going to be taken down.
โชว์กินยาบนแผงเลยไอ้เหี้ยังมึงกะฆ่าอุ้ย
CGRS somehow draws down the ghost fast enough to be able to
Oi!
find gives himself a second. 5 HP, however, on him, 4 on Kahlua. A lot more pressure now on Sephiroth. He's going on this flank. He's worked his way through sewer.
Flashing. Good hit.
เฮ้ย
The frag
เดี๋ยวนะ
will
วอ
shove them back to the fuse, getting ready to come through. Sephiroth around the back.
โอ้วางโอ้โห
Opens
เกือบ
up,
ได้ล่วง
finds
วอ
one,
ตัวเอง
gets
ไอ้
taken
เหี้ย
down, but now
เดี๋ยว
he's
นะ
on his lonesome. 3 bullets left here in the mag. Reloads it, the defuse being stuck. Pulls them off for a moment. They're low on HP. Swings it.
เดี๋ยว
Cannot make it.
ไม่นะ วางวอว้าววะ
Another pistol round win,
Team
narrowly
Ace.
going over to the side of NRG as they start off this second half the exact way that they needed to.
Yeah, a win is still a win. Whatever it was, you know, after the first map, back in the player practice rooms, they were able to talk it out.
Wow.
And now,
Oh,
noting
man,
a lot
man.
of the rotations from Made in Thailand, Mata was able to get that first pick. So numbers on their side. Unfortunately, they did fall a little bit to CGRS, but that sheer wall, I think, kind of worked against Made in
เออ
Thailand's
วอหน้า
intentions
ว้า
a
ว
little
เมื่อ
bit
กี้
more.
วางผิดอะ
So they were kind of blocked up inside of art, inside of stairs, and it was all down to Sephiroth, who
มัน
just
ดีเลย์
didn't
นิดนึง
quite
ครับ
have
แจ๊บ
the right
มันทำอะไร
angles
ไม่ได้
to
อะ
deal with that 1-on-2.
มันต้องดีเลย์นิดนึงอยู่แล้วโทษวะ
Next round coming through now, Mata in with a Marshall, opening pick being picked up. Made in Thailand has
อัน
to
ลักกี้
rotate.
เลยเฮียวางเมื่อกี้
Nice,
Belly,
nice.
Verno holding things down here at door. Quick, easy kill on to Laz.
ใช่ใช่มันยากครับ
More, Sheriff.
Sorry นะ มันดีเลย์นิดนึงนะ
Snatched up here.
ที่เป็นนำอยู่ครับมินครับ 1-0 ครับ
He's trying to do anything from here.
There.
As Mith is going to prove to be
วอว้าวจะว่าวอเซฟจะวางวอตรงเนี้ย
While the other squad works their way through art.
ปกติถ้าเราดูเพลรอบที่แล้วอะที่เล่นอะจะวางวอตรง
Bring them down.
From Verno will
กลาง
go.
อะ
first one expires.
แต่ว่าดูทรงอันนี้คือแบบจังหวะมันอันตรายเกินอะมันก็แบบรีบวางแล้วมันลงตรงนั้น
Double face towards Verno here for the moment.
Trying to make sure they go into A site because Finesse and Som are here and ready to strike from A main.
Smoke up. Surprisingly, it's actually going to be this
Spike
forward
planted.
plant coming through. CGRS backpedaling.
Ui,
Sephiroth
khủng.
catching Verno over at sewer.
Enemy remaining.
Cleanup comes through swiftly thereafter. And that is going to be NRG only losing one player, tying up the round count 7-7.
มาได้รายการนี้ฟอร์มตกแต่รายการเซนนะใช่เพราะว่าหลายคนนะครับทุกคนเลยอะ
Not too bad of
ฟอร์ม
round,
ตก
rather
เทียน
clean
หนึ่ง
from NRG still. Being able to work their way around the map, and Mata in with the opening shot as well, just completely thwarts Made in Thailand's
ที่หนึ่ง
plans
ทุกคนฟอร์มตกในความเป็นตายแล้ว
early on into the round. We still
ทางรายการนี้ได้ไปแข่งอะไรต่อไหมครับไม่มีครับ
not anymore.
ขอท่า
They
ตกใจกลุ่ม
rotate
หัวแบบ
Arthur into
ต
A
อนตัด
and
ไหน
mid,
อะ
just completely all spotted out. Verno did such a good job at stalling around connector. So next round coming
เฟ
through.
กอะเฮีย
Made in Thailand looking for a way to find that lead again. They've got the full buys. Some Guardians being upgraded up from NRG.
ไม่มีฮาร์เบอร์แล้วหรอไม่มีอะไรอ่ะ
Just back in towards Mata, in towards A main. Quick dash through to pick up the ult orb. Deny it away from Made in Thailand.
มาได้เล่นดีไหมอ่ะ
Critical take. I mean, CJRS not really challenging for it in that position, but is one away from.
ไม่ดีเท่าที่ควรอะในความเป็นใจแล้ว
Pushing forward, 0 point. Not going to be cleared out. Suppress on the one, but he has no clue.
Ui.
Never mind. He has all the ideas that Kadum is in that position. Flushes him out. CJRS similarly going to be taken down. The Thrash now gained in death.
คิดถึงทางเราอาจารย์
Spike
ปีหน้า
drop.
เจอกัน
Blew
ให้
up
พักหน่อยเถอะ
over
ไอ้
the
เฮียอ
top.
อฟซีซั่นเฮียอะไร4 ถั่วพ่อมึง
Can spot anything
มัน
at
ก็
all.
เยอะไป
Last now on this flank, needing to find some sort of value, finesse.
Cage
Lots
trick.
him out though. It's forced back away. Caught reveal. Wallbang shots
Good high.
coming in. Sam just swoops in. Keeping finesse protected.
Two left for Made in Thailand has to be a safe. I mean,
One enemy remaining. 30
You would
seconds
think, but it
left.
seems like maybe just a full economic reset here as a team. Swing coming out. Sephiroth's going to be good for one.
I knew
Burn
Damn.
every
NRG
Take
นำ
him
แล้ววะ
down with a Spectre. Upgrades over to the Vandal, and now NRG have the lead.
just a fantastic round again. NRG, now you've got to believe in the comeback. Possibly
มัน
being
จะ
able
ให้
to
เห็นแค่
complete
แมปเหรอครับ
full.
เพราะว่ามันลิขสิทธิ์ครับ
Even
จี
checking the corner that way and also being able to block off art.
มันดูบทไม่ได้ครับ
NRG are being able to control the map through not only positioning but being able to get some of these kills, which denies Made in Thailand a lot of crucial space, because then they are no longer able to work their way around the map. No more rotations afforded. Connectors being held very well, and now back into A main. Sephiroth on the other side, but will survive. Made in Thailand back into B.
Quick backpedal there. Even now just one away from having an ultimate online. See if the Thrash comes into play here in this round.
I think maybe if you're able to get the spacing around pillar, but
One just hits everybody.
yeah, it's so much information for NRG now. And everyone's prepared. Finesse trying to
Attack.
spam away.
บีไหม
Manos on the floor as well. Not
โอ้
getting
แล้ว
cleared
มาด้า
out
ดัน
towards
มา
that
ไกล
alarm
จัด
bot.
ไอ้
Quick
มาด้าดันมา
rotation
ไกล
coming
จัด
through. Pings coming down now. Smith turn their sights over towards Link. The push up here from Mata.
So
Stopped
much
by the tripwire.
info though. So they know they are definitely somewhere towards mid. And look at how NRG have just hold up around B Link. Now maybe to spot out from Verno.
เบอร์โน
Doing the storm their way closer and closer. The Dizzy up over the top.
โอเค good flash
Let's get gunned down. Singer coming through. His finesse out from Halls looking for a kill. Finds himself two.
Spike down B.
ไอ้ใหญ่ใหญ่
Comes to an end here.
Enemy
โอเค
remaining.
อีเซน
Able to find Laz. Sephiroth pushing up out of the smoke.
Okay.
There's a little bit of
Good
initial
eco though.
damage, but there is so much money here on the side of NRG
กูดี
now.
โคกูดีโค
As they run up the lead by 2 rounds.
Just is the fact that I might not have been expecting the Dizzy up top, so unfortunately Verno falls. But again, they had the guns, they had the positioning. Finesse and everyone else was just ready inside of halls to spam and spray through in towards B Link.
FNS 3K ว้าว bros eco fragging
But
bro
it's a choke point.
bro
So next
bros
round coming
literally
through now.
eco
This is when they
fragging
have the full buy. You still have that Thrash available.
ถ่ายมาบายมิดครับ
Should be some way to work around it. Thinking a possible A hit. If you're able to take that space up around A main where Mata has been pushing out so far,
ยังไง
You're
ยัง
able
ไง
to potentially
โดนนำไป
take
2
on
ราว
Rare as well, then it's a lot more space where you're able to
NRG
use that
win
grab to execute
เซฟิรอ
the
ส
site.
ภาษาเกาหลีอะไรอ่านไม่ออก FDS ภาษาเกาหลีอ่านไม่ออก
NRG fans out here in droves feeling good about these last several rounds. Made in Thailand now
เป็นหมีย่อง
forced to use their final timeout. 10 seconds
I
remaining.
came
to
from
see if
Germany
they
for
can make
Cove
it
what
happen.
the fuck
For Cove.
damn
Well, guten Tag, but
good to talk
we don't have Harbor in this game, unfortunately.
But
ตอนนี้ใครนำอยู่ครับมิดครับ 1-0
yes,
We've got CGRS and Som on Pearl.
and if NRG does take the win on Pearl too, that still counts. That still counts as a bit of a win. A bit of revenge. Still, as I mentioned, next round, Made in Thailand, looking back towards a CGRS on
Sifilon
that
กับ
Thrash,
คิ
looking
รัว
for
ยิง
some
อ
way
ย่างเดียว
to
ตอนนี้
use of it, possibly back in towards Art. A split, but it's been smoked off by
Oh.
NRG. Just staying aware and staying on top of how
Oh,
NRG,
here.
how Made in Thailand might execute. So off the one smoke, Made in Thailand forced to kind of rotate back, slowly looking to check out in towards B as well.
มาด้าออเปอเรเตอร์
Nothing quite
บีรอ
spotted
ครับ
so far.
ยังไง
But trying to work together as a team. Mada's here with the operator, and that's the main thing they got to look out for.
มาด้าครับเจ็ดอุ้ยเดี๋ยวนะมันนี่ตอนจำพีก่อ
Doom dead. Mata
เฮ้ย
quick with the pull of the trigger. Finds that kill. Made in Thailand, though, still looking like they want to try to walk their way up into this position. Cosmic Divide going to be used. Should at least set themselves up for the plant. As Wingman will sprint across. Crash as well, going to be used proactively. I thought this would be saved, but it wants to just go ahead and scout out the rest of the site. Bring it back and recover it. CGRS will be able to do so. Sephiroth at the same time. Sat here, just not going to be snappy enough to try to shut down Finesse. He gets away. No damage.
ถ้าเราหลิมมิดชนะครับเฮ้ยห่างหายไปนานนะเราอะ
Mata just grinding them down into a paste with the
Mid ครับผม
knives. As NRG once
ขึ้น
again
10แล้วอะ
damn near flawless. Push back, get themselves up to double digits.
ล้อมันมาเยอะมันเอาจริงเลยแชท
Just a much better
Yeah.
hold now as well. I mean, that timeout, NRG kind of used it against them. Bonkar noting the Thrash, putting up a lot of these roadblocks around these spots where it tends to be more likely
shit,
to use
Mata.
them. So even into the B site, Mata was here and ready with the
สดๆนี่นะ
That
มีลิงก์
first
ไปอยู่
hit
นะครับผมมีลิง
just
ก์ไปอยู่บนแชทนะครับ
spoke
ทุกคนดูได้ครับ
for NRG's performance right now. Apart from the off
God
pick as well,
damn,
he's
Mata,
just
chill.
going for Thrash, but
Stargirl
then he's
scheming.
stuck inside
Heads
halls,
up.
and Mata knows how to deal with that. So next round now going through, Made in Thailand slowly running out of money. Just some weaker rifles now, but back into A and still blocked off Som and his stars.
Right there.
เฮียไปนิดนึงมันตื่นเลยอะ
Maybe dizzy through. Oh, but the Haunt's gonna spot them.
Does get cleared, but Som just sat here. Able to find Kadoom, sticks around a little bit longer. Goes back and forth, but
โอ้ยนักแข่งบิบมันคืออะไรหรอมันคือถุงร้อนครับ
no reply kill able to be found here from Mith.
ถ้าแพ้รอบนี้เหรอ
Once again,
But
at a
จบเลยครับ
disadvantage.
ถือว่าได้ท็อป 4 ของรายการ
Ults are on the way for them, but
Bring that down.
stem the bleeding here, needing to find some early advantages. So we can actually get into better positions to try to utilize these ults. They're getting ready to cycle in. Jump peek coming out there. Kahlua able to snap on to find Verno. Util thrown in towards back of sight. Nightfall goes across. Several players on the side of Mith going to be deafened out. On at the ready for Verno.
Planted.
Spike gets planted.
Covering it.
Double tuck back in towards Art. One on the site, one out in main.
If they can hold from Art stairs, that could be
นี่
effective.
ทิ้งไงก่อนตอนเนี้ยไม่ไหวหรอกมั้ง
Watch for finesse.
เนี่ยมันต้องบอดเนี่ย
Gets cleared.
ตามหลักอะ
Just trying to poke and prod here. Laz somehow has been able to dance and dodge around these bullets as Ethan. Someone draw down, was caught with Util here. Kahlua just could not capitalize. CGRS with one. The push around.
Oi!
Time Sephiroth is snapping up the
Oi!
battles. CGRS finding
Oi!
something. Mana swapping over onto the classic, just fishing for anything that he can. Time ticking.
Damn.
Verno with the kill, but the
Damn
time
what
is
the
not
fuck
there.
was that round dude
Spike will detonate. As Made in
ไอ้
Thailand.
เหี้ยงงเลยสัตว์ลาวเลยนะเมื่อ
His
กี้
5-round win streak from NRG. Themselves back into a little bit more of a stable position, but Cash still wobbly for them.
Yeah, light shields. But great kills though coming through, being able to get the spike down at the very least. Not quite sure what was happening between Kilowan and Ethan, but Ethan was able to sidestep everything and set up that fragment. Thankfully though, again, being able to hold down Arch blocks off quite a bit for the side of NRG and CGRS namely, being able to flick so sharply on the players
NRG
outside
choked.
main.
They choked hard. Finesse choked. Mada choked.
Mada, not some, into her A main.
ครับผม
ช่วยจัสช่วยช่วยจัสช่วยช่วยจัสช่วยช่วยจัสช่วยช่วยจัสช่วยช่วยจัสด้วยช่วยจัส
ช่วยอะไรกูก่อนฮัลโหล
จัสด้วยช่วยจัสด้วยช่วยจัสด้วยช่วยจัสด้วยช่วยจัสด้วยช่วยจัสด้วยช่วยจัสด้วยช่วยจัสด้วยช่วยจัส
Fragment
ด้ว
down.
ยกดจบประโยคให้
Sephiroth's trying to sneak through, but because he went to Astral
เลิก
Form,
นี้ไม่ได้เห็นเลย
Finesse here.
Damn. That's
he
unlucky.
hurt him at some point when he placed down a star, so a little bit unfortunate, but this does give Made in Thailand the long rotation over back into B. They won't quite have the timing though, but just a little bit of an advantage to take around pillars to find that angle in towards halls. Finesse is here and ready as well.
The weapons
With the
not
classic.
taken away, at least from Som.
โอ้
Does have a
มา
shorty
ซื้อช็อตตี้มา
30
as
seconds
he
left.
sat back hall.
กระดุม
Push out.
Oi!
What? is
What?
that? Kadoom has no right! Unbelievable, but still, it's not over because Burno is still alive. What? 3 quick kills.
No
NRG
way,
take
Kadum,
the
that's
round.
crazy.
And they are 1 away from map point.
Just mid-air dropping down, somehow finds the headshot, even with jumping and accuracy. You can't believe what is happening in this series. But down to the next bit as well, despite the crazy kill.
That's
It's
crazy.
Som with the shorty on the other side. This time it works out because he's got
Bueno,
holes locked
bueno.
down. And that gives Verno a little bit more space to peek out.
Yeah, take the mask off, Kadoom. Victor's hiding there.
Next round though.
Up. Shot out from the outlaw. Not connecting. Knife does whip. Everything on this thrifty here for Mith to try to stop NRG. Getting up to map point. Swing on the corner.
Mana.
Mana.
Enemy
2
remaining.
bullets, 2 kills.
แม่งรวบเลยว่ะเฮีย
Flawless
แม่งรวบจัดเลย
cleanup
เมื่อกี้
here. NRG looking to take us over
แมต
to
ช์พอยต์
a
อ้อย
set
นะจี
for a 3rd and final battle.
แมป3ครับแชท
Back to old classics, but down
โทษ
currently
ครับอันนี้
around.
อันนี้แข่งอยู่ครับตอนเนี้ย
Just
Damn,
being
finesse!
outlaw,
What the
reading
fuck?
Situation, playing across the map, not letting Made in Thailand stretch their legs. Everything, every arm and limb is being blocked off. This could be the last round. Made in Thailand now, looking to extend. Light shields back in towards B. A lot of info outside of A, and it's all being noted, but Finesse now trying to play defensively. Swaps back up onto Heaven, just letting the utility do its work. Made in Thailand, they might be able to get the site, but it's that lockdown that I'm looking at. Retakes for NRG.
Lockdown timing at the ready. Not spotting anything here. There's the lockdown. Verno into the corner, just trying to free fire. Some alive.
ไอ้เหี้ย
Little
แม่ง
bit of a
ยิง
bomb
อย่าง
here.
หล่อนนะเมื่อกี้
All the players get corralled in, but now need to make their exit out. Looks like Kadoom is just going to challenge forward. Look for an elimination. He does manage to
that's
find
high.
one. Gives his team a man advantage. As the lockdown catches on the no one. Jiggle peek out of Hall. But the spike still in hands here. CJRS around the corner.
เฮ้ย
Aggressive push up.
ไอ้นาจีบ้าเปล่ามันเดินวันเลยเหรอ
Coming through. Mana trying to fight back.
โอเค
Quite
what
line
the
up
fuck
that last elimination.
มันบน YouTube ไม่มีนะครับ มีลิงก์แปะอยู่บนแชทนะครับผม
It's
แชท
chaotic though,
ไปกด
and
ลิงก์
still
นะครับผม
plenty of
มีลิงก์อยู่
casualties.
นะครับ
It's going to be
ให้
tough
ไป
to
กดลิง
recover
ก์ดู
from
นะครับ
here for Mith.
My thanks.
มันดูไม่ได้ครับลิขสิทธิ์ครับ
That goes
Just
there.
getting light shields and being able to buy up for each other, but down to the round. Look at this push up from Kadoom, despite the lockdown, fearless in his steps, but also the rest of the team being able to watch out from the back as well. Even though Ethan was looking for those kills around the pillar, just the firing range from the back, Mada not quite able to
ไทม์
connect.
เอาท์ NRG ครับ พยายามปิดแบบนี้ครับผมมาดูกันว่าจะโชกหรือเปล่า หรือว่ายังไง แชทนะใครมาใหม่นะฝากกดไลค์ฝากกดติดตามกันหน่อยนะครับแชทฝากอันนิดนึงนะฝากอันนิดนึงนะครับใครมาใหม่นะฝากกดไลค์ฝากกดติดตามกันหน่อยนะครับแมป2นะครับ
Possibly, but for the past
คุย
several
คนเดียว
rounds
เป็น
now,
ด้วยคือ
it's
เฮียวะ
been NRG
เคยคุยคน
pushing
เดียววะ
up A, getting so much
กูเหรอ
space, and also the setups around Art as well as B-Link. It's often the Nano Swarm along with
Me?
maybe an alarm bot or a star from Som, and that's enough to
ถ้าเราแข่ง
really
วันไหนครับ
push
ถ้าร้อน
Mith
ปี
away
หน้าครับ
because it's tough to challenge those. But now thinking back into the fight against A main, I mean the timeout from NRG, this is going to be a bloodbath.
1-0 มิดนามครับตอนนี้
And even if this does get extended, look at the ult charge at the moment here for multiple NRG players. Just one away. Mono though, wanting to bring this to a conclusion
ได้
right
ดู
here,
ดีไอเจนจี
right
ต่อ
now.
ไม่น่า
Kadoom
ครับมัน
on
น่า
the
ดูเหรอ
floor.
อยากใช้อยากดูเหรอดีไอเจนจีอ่ะ
It's a tiny bit of damage, but otherwise, shrug off that shot. Mith though looking like they still want to just really square peg round hole their way into this site here.
เวสฟิลาเป็นไรอ่ะ
I don't know.
Quick check behind, and now sights once again turned in towards A.
มันดู
Forward.
ไอ้นี่เลย
Cosmic Divide coming out. Is he going to be falling on the far side of it? Plant will come through, but quite a bit of... Okay, not much. Just okay. On Kalua.
มันแข่งบ่อยเกินไอ้เหี้ยเกาหลีเจอเกาหลีมันน่าเบื่อแล้วอ่ะพักก่อนเถอะ
Trying to defend the Cosmic Divide, set up the utility, then hold it from A main. It's going to be enough though.
Okay, just pop. 0 point
โอ้
out.
โคตรแพน 4-5
Minor catches. It's Haunt not revealing anything. This is where the chaos will start to ensue.
ยังไง
5 players of NRG here on the site. The Cosmic Divide gone. Nano Swarm zoning off the one side. Diffuse interrupted there for a brief little moment. Bottom spanning away. Ethan able to find one spike. Diffuse. It's not held to half. The time is not going to be there for
What
them.
the
They
fuck
push forward by the headshots, but they need to get the hell away from the spike.
Oh,
Explosion comes out.
Okay,
Laz
Laz was
does
close.
end
เกิด
up
อะไร
getting
ขึ้น
taken
ไม่รู้ว่าแต่
down.
นัวจัดมั่วจัดอะเวีย
They manage to extend this even further. 2 more chances, but now 4 ultimates stacked up here for NRG.
ไป
without a
กัน
doubt.
ต่อ
That means potential retakes. So main in Thailand got to think
Overtime?
multiple steps ahead of NRG. This was a
ไม่ได้เห็น
pretty
ปิงอยู่
darn
ปะ
good
อ๋อ
round.
ไม่ได้เห็น
Smart
อยู่
with
หั
the
วปิง
Cosmic
อะ
Divide to be able to hold it from A main, and they were successful in how they
มัน
did
แรกใคร
it.
ได้มิดครับผม
But now the real fight starts. A blocked off, back into mid. Made a time to start to
Ah,
close, but Mono
fuck.
into the op.
Sephiroth being taken
Smoke
down
back.
is such a critical kill for the squad. The smoke's gone. The top fragger dead. Flash out, swing in. Kalua
was had-
annihilated. Now the one ult
Down.
that Myth had to their names
ทำไม
coming
ซูม
into
หน้าตัวเองครับ
round
พี่เพราะพี่
23.
หลอกไงครับ
No
มันดู
longer
เกมไม่ได้
a
เนาะ
factor.
มันลิขสิทธิ์ครับผม
Still trying to push forward though. Maybe at least to take down Mata, get the spike in. But then the win conditions after that point, you're looking at evading all of those ultimates potentially.
โอ้
Follow
ใน
up
ช็อตพิกา
shot. Not quite connecting the way that he wanted. CJRS does get knocked down to 12 HP as I fall across. Dizzy goes out. Burnout
Wait.
completely blinded up, not aware, ends up falling.
NRG throw
Wrap around from behind.
NRG
Finesse
throw.
Storming his way over towards the site. CJRS here. He has the thrash online, but
can't
right
hear
now
it,
he
he
is
can't hear
not
it.
looking in this direction whatsoever. The swing on the corner, Finesse. I thought he was going to go for the knife for a brief little moment, but he sees the turn happen and he has to take the shot. Now down to Kadoom, drops out into Flowers, finds the first one, some eliminated, tailwinds forward, has to beat Finesse. But the
Damn.
free swing from
GG
Ethan will be enough. Another 13-10 score line this
Damn.
time
มันรีบ
for
ลุกเลยเฮียแบบ
NRG.
โอ้โห
We are going the distance, both teams fighting tooth and nail to get into that
เย้
grand
เกือบละ
final.